10 more minutes. I'll read a couple of sonnets. I wrote a little sequence of sonnets about, I was in Colorado, and I was somehow duped, I think is the word, by friends to climb the first Flatiron, which is this kind of 1,000-foot span of sandstone above Boulder. And we climbed without ropes, which is called free soloing, and which I had no experience in. But they were very good climbers, and so they got me up and they got me down. And I was very angry with them when we got to the top, because I really thought that it would have been quite possible to have died doing that. So it inspired this kind of highly symbolized, almost symbolist sequence of sonnets. And so it doesn't quite make the same kind of narrative sense as the poems I've been reading. I'll just read the last two of them. Pinned to the face, again, the title is Flatirons, which is those peaks. Pinned to the face, you close the aperture. No way looks right, and there is no way down but keeping on. Returning's hot allure, hissing its false promises, the sound of the last support beam loudly giving way. What is it that wipes the rock free of direction? The crystal ceiling that began the day goes black, almost it seems without detection. The open door blows shut. The empty glass brims over, and when raised, is dry again. Time's bait and switch. An hour from the past, wind drags high clouds across the peak. Just then, the air grows cold. Our backs turn to the weather as a way comes clear, ascending with no tether. It's when we're most engaged with other things that the angel enters. A twist in temperature, a lightness in the chest that we call wings. Giddy with sacrament and the impure gluttony of blood and air and skin, we look with panoramic eyes to where the earth curls under and the sky begins. Though we ourselves are of this light-shot air, senses extending without obstacle, reaching past by rooting down through rock, obdurate kindness, heaven's windowsill. We are as useless as an open lock, more insubstantial than a drinking song, and marked by sandstone long after we're gone. Just read two more poems. It's a high school poem. I guess there's a couple in this book. One, the book is kind of organized around kind of a handful of long monologues, dramatic monologues, voices. And I was just in my hometown last week reading at the College of St. Rose there, and I read this longer monologue, which I won't read tonight, but about a little diner, all-night diner, where this crazy old guy could just, without ever writing down the orders, cook food for a room of probably 60 kids just getting out of the bars. And people used to go just to watch him do it. It was amazing. People in the audience in my hometown knew this guy. They remembered this, so it was really fun. So this is kind of from around that same period in my life. It's called Free Period. And it's a little, this poem is a little, I don't know, it's a little disturbing or something. It's something slightly off about it. Free Period. Outside study hall, it's me, my girlfriend, and a guy named Rob. Bony kid, klutzy at games, fluent in French. He's behind her. I'm asleep, or half asleep. It's morning. And as I squint into the trapezoid of light breaking on the bench and me, I see him raise his hand to her head from the back so gently she doesn't notice him at first, but stands there, carved in ebony and beaten gold, Stacy's straight black hair falling in shafts of sun. He smooths it down, firmly now, so that she turns, kind of freaked, as if to say, "Can you believe it?" To me, still coming to. Yes, I guess I can, I think to myself, with only a twinge of jealousy, with admiration, actually, and pity, since he'd seen beauty raw, for which humiliation was the smallest price, and dazzled, grasped at it, not getting hold. It wasn't his, God knows, or mine, as I, months later, learned, hopelessly, almost fatally, it felt, or even hers, though it was of her and around her, in that freeze frame of low sunshine, with us irremediably young and strung out from love and lack of love. And I'll close with just a very short poem about origami. And it's, I guess, one of the birds in this book, Birds of the Air, is this bird, crane. Paper creased is, with a touch, made less by half, reduced as much again by a second fold. So the wish to press our designs can diminish what we hold. But by your hands' careful work, I understand how this unleaving makes of what's before something finer and finally more. Thank you.